All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that I have strong thoughts on, and we're going to talk about live bait. So I guess when it comes to talking about live bait, I guess there's a couple questions you got to ask yourself. Where are you? What's your water temp? And seasons. So here in eastern Iowa, where it's, well, early spring, water temps right now are 52.5 to 53 degrees. So the water's still pretty cold, but there's still a lot of good fishing to be had. So I guess me personally, when it comes to live bait, they will start alive and then they usually turn into a fresh cut bait. So I guess, well, what we're looking at here is my bait tank setup. I have several different species at the moment. In tank number 1, we have chubs, shiners, and large minnows. Also, I believe there's a couple white suckers in there. In here, there should be a mix of, black salties and goldfish. This is a really large one. But yeah, anyway, getting off topic. So I guess what I wanted to talk about today is more or less give the fish what they want and what they're eating. I know that some of the fish I have here are not native to the watersheds we have here in Iowa, but with that being said, I've already checked with my local game authorities, and the black salty is legal in Iowa. But just starting with early spring, at least where I am, I find that fresh cut bait works a lot better than something really lively. That's my experience. I have had far better luck on fresh cut bait opposed to frozen, although I will say, with that being said, frozen bait's better than nothing. So what I'll do is when I have guys that die or end up floating at some point, I'll usually take them and vacuum seal them and use them at a later date. Which I can show you guys here kind of what that looks like. Sorry about the mess. This is the shop.
You get someone who understands.
So trying to give you guys a good idea here what that'll look like. So here is a black salty that I actually froze and vacuum sealed. I feel that it keeps them fresher longer, although at the end of the day it is still frozen bait. I am, like I said, I am in the Midwest. I'm in eastern Iowa. So I'm not as privileged as some of those guys down south where, you know, the coldest your water is going to get is 45 degrees. It took a significant amount of time so far this spring for water temps to reach 48 to 50. And the fact that we're at 53 right now is telling me that we may be dragging soon, which means my bait of choice is going to change as the seasons change. So as the seasons change, and once water temps hit about 60 degrees is usually when I start dragging and trolling. Kind of see if I can find a good one here for what I do. So as the seasons progress and the water gets warmer, I'm going to start using live bait around this size. Usually I'm a big fan of Gamakatsu size 7 circles. Anything big enough really that can, you know, be proportionate to this bait. That's another thing too. I hear a lot of guys, you know, that are losing fish or not hooking up well, and that usually is due to hook size, in my opinion, because I've caught plenty of fish on J's and I've caught plenty of fish on circles. So like I said earlier, being able to identify what species you have around you, and identifying the seasons, the patterns of the fish, and as they move, can really help you catch more fish in the long run. I do feel strongly about it, at least where I am. It's not so much of a challenge, like I said, for guys down south, I feel like. But as the seasons progress, you guys will see my tank start to change. The chubs and suckers will always stay, but I will start to incorporate more bluegills, sunfish, things of that nature. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video really quick and talk about that. I appreciate your guys' support. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.